Hello, and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Florida Real Estate Gold Rush. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so I encourage you to also click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. I'd also like to tell you about a service called HollywoodIsCalling.com. It allows you to purchase live phone calls from more than 100 celebrities for only $19.95 for a 15-second call and $29.95 for a 30-second call. It's a great gift idea for yourself or for somebody you care about. So give it a try. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now, let's get started. What do Sylvester Stallone, Wall Street, hedge funds, school teachers, and waitresses from New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles all have in common? Well, the answer is they are all moving to Florida. The next question is why? Well, the answer is getting better understood by people every day. New York and California have become dystopian nightmares and are about to get much worse, while the government in Florida and the economy there are doing everything right to improve the quality of life there for people and to help them make more money. Sylvester Stallone just bought a beautiful home in Palm Beach, Florida for $38 million. That's an estimated $10 million more than the sellers paid for it when they purchased that same home. It's a newly built ocean to lake estate that is stunning. The property is 13,200 square feet of living space, and it includes a separate guest house, an open air cabana, and a pool and spa overlooking the water. Now, his neighbors in Palm Beach include Rod Stewart, Howard Stern, and Rush Limbaugh. So why is Florida the new real estate gold rush? Because it offers a tremendous number of incentives and quality of life reasons to locate there at the same time that other states appear to be deliberately destroying their economies and attempting to bankrupt their citizens. Celebrities, business owners, and everyday people in New York and California are fleeing to Florida, I should say, because of the tremendous amount of money they will save on taxes. They'll also improve their quality of life significantly as the crime rate in Florida is much lower because law enforcement there actually enforces the law. Now, New York and California appear to have no interest in enforcing the law or stopping crime or even arresting criminals, so the crime rate is off the charts there. In Florida, they are actually moving in the opposite direction. They are enforcing law enforcement and arresting criminals whenever they engage in crime. Some seniors also qualify for a property tax exemption when they reach the age of 65, which is also another huge incentive for a lot of people to relocate to Florida. One of the other reasons the senior citizens love to retire in Florida is because the crime rate is lower there. So, what parts of Florida are many people moving to? Well, first of all, you have Miami. With a population of about 500,000, the city is growing because of the weather, the large influx of tourism each year, and all the entrepreneurs who are setting up new businesses there. Many of the Cubans who live there start businesses, and those businesses are growing and generating more tax revenue. People buying homes in the Miami or Miami Beach area are experiencing ongoing value and price increases that make them even more appealing to future buyers. The only thing that concerns me about the Miami area is that when it gets hit by a hurricane, they are often flooded with 2, 3, 4, 5 feet of water on the streets throughout the city. If you've never experienced something like that, then it can be quite shocking and very expensive if your home, your car, or property are damaged by that water and all the mold that will grow in it afterwards. I suspect that that's why a lot of people purchase apartments or condos tend to prefer them on higher floors, just so they can avoid the water damage when it comes. And trust me, it will come. Next, you have the Orlando area. Orlando has always been highly desirable for real estate because of Disney World. As the economy improves and people begin to flood back into Disney for vacations, then we will see Orlando real estate continue to increase in value even more aggressively. Now, at the high end of the Florida real estate market, in places like Miami Beach, Boca Raton, Palm Beach, buyers are bidding up the prices of homes so aggressively and so quickly that many of them are buying the homes sight unseen over the phone. Think about that. A seven-figure transaction over the phone, sight unseen. Even if these ultra high net worth buyers retain the services of agents to preview the homes and check everything out, I still recommend that people check it out in person. Making a seven-figure investment like that sight unseen is just unnecessarily risky. Another phenomenon that is occurring now is something called crime exodus. That's because there is now so much more crime in New York and California than is being reported that people don't even care about their high-paying jobs there anymore. They just want to get out. They say that for every one person who is mugged or robbed or violently assaulted, that 20 people will move out of New York or California. The reason for that is that when these people are attacked or killed on the streets, then everybody around them, their relatives, their friends, their coworkers, they all see this insanity and they quickly and quietly make preparations to get out of California. What's interesting is that the mayors and the governors of New York and California are all pressuring the feds to give them billions of dollars of financial aid to help them deal with what's happened in their economy. But there is a growing suspicion that they won't get nearly as much money from the feds as they want. Now, another driving force in the creation of this new Florida real estate gold rush is the media itself. Every time we see a story online about the taxes, the crime, the joblessness, and the homelessness in New York or California, this just accelerates the exodus of people moving to Florida. Florida also has another huge benefit when it comes to buying real estate, and that is the homestead exemption, which allows people to pay less taxes on their homes. There's also no income tax in the state of Florida. That is a very nice incentive for the employees of companies being relocated from New York to Florida. One of the really nice incentives to buy Florida real estate is one that doesn't get discussed often enough, and that is the ability to go online each month and check the value of your home on Zillow or elsewhere and see that it's increased noticeably in value over the last couple of months. That's the complete opposite of what happens to people in New York who are seeing and witnessing their real estate values collapse even faster and further every time they check online. Imagine owning a tiny place in Manhattan that you paid $3 million for just a couple of years ago, and now you can't get half that money when you try to sell it, and the phone doesn't even ring. If that weren't bad enough, your mayor and your governor want to raise the taxes on everyone there. Imagine what that must feel like. These real estate owners, whether it's residential or commercial real estate, are completely being held hostage now and unable to sell their properties because everyone out there is watching the market collapsing around them. All the bottom-feeding financial predators are all doing the same thing. They're sitting on the sidelines, watching the market collapse and waiting for it to get near the bottom so they can move in with billions of dollars and buy all this unsold real estate inventory for 30 cents on the dollar, just like they did in 2008. Another huge incentive for purchasing real estate in Florida is they don't have as many toll roads in their cities and throughout the state as they do in many other places around the country. There are few things more annoying than trying to get across town and being forced to pay a toll on the road every 5 minutes just so you can get to work or cross a bridge to get into Manhattan, for example. This just makes the experience of driving around 10 times worse. So, if you're thinking about relocating, we suggest that you do a serious amount of research on your options and take a good, long, hard look at Florida and all it has to offer. I want to thank our viewers for watching and tell you that we're going to have more great celebrity interviews and more breaking news stories coming up in the future. So we want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you can get notified every time we post a new story. Bye-bye.